Polytechnic of Huddersfield, a place of study for more than 6,000 full-time students, many of whom study aspects of the law as part of their course. So not only does the Department of Law run two of its own courses, the Business Law degree and the recently formed Common Professional Examination course, but it plays an extensive and important role throughout the Polytechnic. This short film will, however, concentrate on the two courses provided by the department itself. The three-year Business Law course, leading to a Bachelor of Law degree, is still comparatively young. Formed in 1980, the course is unique since it combines business-orientated subjects with straight law. The CPE course differs in that it is a postgraduate one-year course in which the 6 so-called core subjects are studied, necessary for students wishing to enter the legal profession either as solicitors or barristers.
Before we go on to discuss the delights of Legal Skills Week, I want to housekeeping announcements.
The learning process on both courses involves weekly lectures and tutorials. On the degree course, as well as the core subjects, those being contract, tort, public law, property law, criminal law, and property law 2, which includes the study of equity and trusts, the compulsory law subjects studied are labour law, commercial law, and company law, along with the 4 other options chosen by the student in Year 3. In Years 1 and 2, a course in business studies is taught, which includes aspects of marketing, economics, and sociology.
Would anybody like to open up with either material?
In Year 1, tutorials occur weekly, and in Years 2 and 3, fortnightly, and are intended to give students an opportunity to raise any problems which they might encounter. In some subjects, tutorial performance is assessed and goes towards the final examination mark. A popular option in the 3rd year is the law of the European communities. Not only does it offer the student an insight into the implications of European law on Britain, but for some, there is the added bonus of a trip to visit the community institutions and to see them in action. Since lectures and tutorials involve only 15 or so hours a week, it is necessary for students to do their own research. 3 written assessments per subject are set through the year, the grades of which count for 25% of the final examination mark. Students are encouraged to make full use of the books and volumes of law reports in the library, and the department also has its own workroom in which a number of legal texts are found and where students may make use of the 2 departmental word processors. Furthermore, the department is a subscriber to the Lexis database. For students and staff alike, some of whom have written a number of published articles, these facilities prove invaluable. A major feature of the degree course is what the department termed the skills element. Graham Broadbent, a senior lecturer, explains.
Traditionally, law as a discipline has enjoyed an excellent reputation in the development of some important skills, those of written communication, powers of reasoning, and so on. Increasingly, however, the importance of transferable skills is being recognised. Employers, for instance, are looking for graduates who not only have academic skills, but also have skills such as the ability to work in groups, interpersonal skills, and skills of that nature. The business law degree seeks to address these matters not by having a separate component on the course dealing solely with such skills, but by integrating them into the programme of legal studies. This occurs most noticeably in Year 1, where students take a course in legal method and skills, which involves a study of the English legal system within a broad skills base. Thus, as part of this course, students work in groups to study a particular court, visiting the court, reading about it, and then producing a video and folder of written material. The group itself decides on the allocation of functions, the format, and so on. Aspects of civil law and procedure are examined via exercises in negotiation and mooting. Students are also introduced to aspects of information technology by being required to produce material on word processors and also using the Lexis database for research purposes. The course also takes in general lawyering skills such as client counselling.
mooting is a term used to describe a legal debate. Two teams of two argue a point of law in front of a judge as they would do so if they were in one of the courts of appeal. In reaching a decision as to which team is the better mooter, not only does the judge pass judgment on the law itself, but he also takes into consideration such criterion as the presentation and clarity of the arguments of the mooter, the ability of the mooter to answer the judge's questions, and the mooter's general courtroom etiquette. The internal mooting competition between teams of second and third years is one of a number of competitions in the department that receives sponsorship from business. Furthermore, the department also enters a team in the annual national mooting competition, with 1989 being the first time a team from Huddersfield has reached the final, knocking out 3 universities on the way.
Now, Mrs. Hammond, as you know, this is a fixed fee interview, which means that for £5 you get a half-an-hour consultation with us. Now, what we like to do is to tell you...
Whereas mooting improves the student's general advocacy, client counselling aims to improve the student's general communication skills. The idea being that a solicitor's first meeting with a prospective client is simulated, with the student attempting to discover the client's problem and to advise him. Their success is judged not only on whether they have found out the full story, but of course whether they have given the client the correct legal advice. The internal competition again receives sponsorship, as does the debating competition, with the additional bonus for the winners of the client counselling being an expenses-paid weekend trip to participate in the national finals.
The skills element on the degree is not confined to this course in Year 1. Moots, debates, use of information technology, and so on are used as part of the regular teaching programme in a number of subjects. An additional dimension is added through the Business Law in Action Week in Year 2, where students spend a week with an organisation in a law-related activity. As well as traditional placements, such as those with solicitors and barristers, students have worked with organisations as diverse as Greenpeace and ASDA. Additionally, third-year students studying community law spend a week visiting the European institution. We see the development of a wide range of skills as an essential ingredient on the business law degree, and we look to make further developments in this field in the future.